Hey everybody, this is Trunks. I am your DM for the game and every other character in this world. Thank you for listening to Dicey Fate. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram under Dicey Fate Podcast, and on Twitter as well under Dicey Fate. All one word, no spaces whatsoever. And thank you to Kyle for helping us out down at Waxahachie Coins and Comics and giving us our start. Check them out when you're in town. Thank you. Welcome to Dicey Fate, our D&D podcast. I am Trunks, your host tonight, and once again we're here with my usual group of players, and we're going to see what kind of trouble we're getting into.
Lots.
That's the plan. So, like I said, again, we have no announcements, so let's get into this and have fun. But anyway, as y'all left off in the town of Aston, y'all had just got healing kits, potions, and all around just getting stuff together. You guys had also convinced Edric to go against the grain on how the pilgrimage of ascension would go, and had just convinced him, to go to the Golden Fox Woods to find the grotto to start off this whole pilgrimage. After getting him geared up and everything, you guys had just taken off, and when we come in, you guys have just made it to the tree line to the Golden Fox Woods, and from here I'll give it over to you guys.
So, what do we know about this grotto that we're supposed to go to?
As far as Edric told you from last time,
I was asking him in character.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. He looks around, he goes, I really don't know much. Everyone who's ever gone to it just says it's here in the woods. We'll know it when we see it, because it's supposed to be like a holy place. But none of the ancestors, none of the books I've ever read about it said anything of its location.
Nothing about any rivers or anything else like that nearby?
No. But out here, you do know there is a river that runs through the Golden Fox Woods that heads back down, that heads south to the ocean, close to Storm Shore.
Well, we could at least follow the river and use that as a landmark as we search.
I mean, we're going to a grotto, it's going to have water,
So now I'd say let's follow the river, head that way, camp along it when it starts getting dark. We've got the fishing kit, so
works for me.
Yeah.
Alright, so who is skilled in survival?
I'm not proficient in it.
Oh, that's what I meant. Who has proficiency in survival?
me.
So, I will have you roll.
Hopefully it goes better than the last time.
Yeah, don't screw me now. 18?
Alright. Awesome. So, you start heading off into the woods, trying to figure out where to go. The woods are, for once, the woods are excited. Everything's lively. Nothing crazy is going on. Nothing, like every now and then you'll see deer, some actual foxes themselves, all kinds of just the wildlife that normally comes out here. You guys do come across the battlegrounds of your fight with the boar and the goblins. The bodies are gone.
It's not foreboding.
either eaten by some other animals or taken by something else. You guys don't know.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if something came by and ate them. I mean, we took most of the boar. We did have the dragon, take that back for us. So, can I see any tracks other than the boar, goblin, or ours?
Romance or survival, see. Or no, yeah, because you're tracking. If it's survival.
21.
Oh yeah, you see tracks. It looks like wargs, some more goblin tracks.
So,
and there's a bigger set of tracks as well. Humanoid. Just one set.
do they head off in the same direction as...
They do. Nothing being drugged. It's like they're, whoever this is, boots, and they're walking with.
Do we want to follow the tracks? See where they lead, or continue following the river?
You haven't got to the river yet.
The tracks are leading to the river?
No.
Okay.
The tracks are leading further into the woods, but away from out here. They're leading away from the way the river is heading.
I don't know.
We could possibly get ourselves lost, but
It's a possibility, plus I don't know.
we really don't even know where we're going in the first place anyways.
That's true, other than a grotto.
If we head that direction, can you find your way back to the river?
But yeah, we should be able to follow the same tracks back to here, and then head to the river if need be.
That's true. We can at least give it a look.
I mean, does Edric have any objection to this?
He's, would you tell them that it's goblins? You see, he's a little wary, but he's like, if that's the way we need to go, we'll go.
I mean, really, we don't know which way we need to go.
Yes, we don't. So
As long as we're still in the forest, we know we're at least in the right general area.
And if need be, it just cost us a little time to backtrack. We just may have to do so in a very quick manner.
That's right. Yes, alright, let's go.
I'm gonna set off methodically following the tracks, staying at a pace where I can keep us as quiet as possible and listen for things around us.
Alright, so I would say romance stealth.
Oh,
Everybody?
good.
Well, I was saying he's up front. He made sure to stay away from him.
It's either great or horrible.
28, because I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, awesome! But because he said he's farther ahead of y'all.
Right.
So you watch as
Alakir disappears.
Alakir goes into some bushes around the tree, and no more Alakir.
Right.
And
Are you leaving us tracks well enough to follow?
I'm sure you can follow the big giant ones.
That's fair.
I mean, they're not giant; they're just
Larger, footprints.
I mean,
and
I don't know.
He showed them to you, so
Right,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
But,
Alakir's gone.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure to let you guys know if anything's headed that way.
I'm sure.
So yeah, you follow these tracks for a couple of hours now. And they go for a little bit, stop. Not like they actually set up camp ever, but you can tell they stop for a minute. And they're looking around, like, the tracks even look like they've stopped looking around, kind of foraged or something, and then kept going. And about that 3-hour mark of walking, and you can hear talking.
Do I understand the language?
It's goblin. It's goblinoid.
No, I wouldn't understand them then. Okay, I'm gonna stop and see how far back they are from me, and I'm gonna backtrack a little bit more towards them.
They're about, I'll say about 60 feet behind you.
Yeah, I'll move back quietly to where they are.
Okay.
Sounds like there's more goblins ahead. I think they may have set up camp, and they may have wargs with them.
Do we really want another goblin fight?
I don't think so. I say we probably skirt around off to the side, head deeper into the woods, get ahead of them.
I mean, that would be better to me, because we didn't really fare well yesterday.
No, not extremely well. But we're about probably 100 feet or so from the camp here, so if we skirt around at about this distance, we should be okay.
I'm okay with going around.
You can try.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to methodically pick a path giving us about 100 feet from the camp.
Alright, I'll still ask. I need a stealth roll
From everyone.
from everyone.
Give me a couple more levels and I can get past without a trace. I think I helped us out. I'm at 20 it again.
Oh, nice.
Nice. 11?
18 with disadvantage.
Edric got a dirty 20
Well, I had a nat 20, but I had to throw that out.
because you got disadvantage. So, Asha's the only one that failed, but with the nat 20 and everyone else passing, you guys kind of make sure to, keep her kind of
Farthest away.
and it's like, no symbolistic. Watch out for those leaves. Watch out for that brush, Alec here's pretty much just kind of
Holding the branches out of the way.
right there. Going this way. Over here. And yeah, you guys skirt around. You can hear the goblins in the distance.
Can I make out what they're saying?
Not really. Right now it's more like hoops and hollers and almost like they're celebrating.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Not especially, but I can't tell unless we got closer what they're saying.
Do we attempt to move closer?
I'm not really convinced that we should.
Neither am I.
I'm okay with staying back here if anybody else wanted to go up, but I'm not going.
I can try to go.
I think that I would have to, because I think I'm the only one who understands them.
If we needed to know what they're saying, if we just need a visual, I can go. If you guys want to, we can move a little further off and then I can head back.
Honestly, I don't know that we do need that. I mean, were those tracks leading to the goblin camp?
The ones y'all saw, yes.
Not unless we want to know what the giant thing was.
Yes.
No, there wasn't any giant. There was humanoid.
Humanoid.
Yeah.
Large humanoid.
But the larger.
It was larger
Footprints.
than the goblin.
Oh.
It was just humanoid footprints.
Weird. Anyway. Unless we want to know what went into the goblin camp. Which could be why they're celebrating.
Possibly. I mean, did the wargs eat the bodies that we saw there? Or did something else move them?
I don't know. As it is, though, we're wasting time one way or the other. We need to make a decision. And it doesn't seem that any of us really want to deal with the goblins.
Yeah, I'm not going up there.
No. Let's
So
keep moving.
yes, that's my view on that.
Okay. So, out here, roll another survival since y'all did kind of go out the way.
20.
Okay. So, you guys, after another couple hour walk, you start hearing spring water or water running. And you come across the river. It's about 20 foot wide. Hadn't stopped rushing. It's just it's not like a rushing rapid or anything. It's like just
Moving water.
nice moving stream.
How deep does it look?
A little murky, so you really can't tell. And
I mean, I could walk up and stick a javelin down and see if it reaches the bottom.
Yeah. Easy way to test if we need to cross.
because the water is like it's probably a foot from the actual the shore itself, from the bank. So
Okay.
you at least know you have a foot before hitting the water.
Well, I'll take a javelin, I'll lean down to bridge that 1 foot and see how far it goes in.
Because the javelins are about
I think 5
5
feet, isn't it?
yeah, it doesn't touch the bottom.
It's deeper than a javelin, guys.
Okay. So if we're gonna cross, we're gonna have to swim. Unless somebody has a spell.
No.
Yeah, the guy in
And-
heavy armor.
Edric goes, isn't there a bridge, maybe?
Possibly. I don't know how much construction has been done out in these woods.
Well, weren't we just following the river anyway?
Yes, we can keep following it north for now.
We go,
Maybe we'll find a thinner area or somewhere shallower.
so you can go upstream.
Yeah. Follow it back to its source.
Okay.
I would like to get across it if we can. Get further from the goblins.
Yes. Who knows, maybe we'll find a felled tree somewhere.
Perhaps.
So yeah, begin to follow up north up the this fall on the river,
Yeah.
and at this point you notice the sun's on the other side now. It's probably about 4 or 5 o'clock now.
Okay.
And soon it's going to start getting dark. And these woods are hard to traverse at night.
Does it look like the river's gotten any thinner, or is it still about
No,
the same
it's
width?
still about the same width. I mean, you'll still have some time to travel before it actually gets dark.
I'll just say that I'm going to periodically check as we're walking to see how deep.
It still had changed.
Deeper than 5 feet.
maybe another hour or so north, and then we try to make camp. Hopefully it's far enough away.
Mm-hmm. Or if we can find, I can't think of what those are called, where it's kind of has this little cliff over the
outcropping.
Yes, that. Thank you. Words.
Yes, if we could find an outcropping or a cave of some sort. Hopefully there's no bear.
Yeah. I don't know how we would handle a bear either. We did okay with the boar.
With sharp, pointy things, usually.
Yeah, and that depends. If it's a regular bear, it shouldn't be much of an issue. But if it's like the boar was, and quite large, or another beast that my father had told me about one time was the one that looks like a bear but an owl at the same time.
Hmm.
I think your dad made that one up.
I don't know. He also said something about some beasts that were on fire in an arena, so...
Nobody's ever heard of a bear owl.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we head north for at least a little bit longer.
Asha, as you guys are walking along the river,
Mm-hmm.
to your right, on the other side of the river, about 200 yards away, you can barely make it out. Looks like a small village, but like ruins of a village.
What about over there? And I'm pointing at the village.
So yeah, as soon as she points it out,
Well, do we swim across now? That'd be fine with me.
I mean,
We may need to...
We have rope.
Yes. Definitely help most of us across.
And we have a javelin.
yeah, a rope and a javelin. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's better than the guy in heavy armor trying to swim.
So, I have an easy way across,
Yeah, show
but
up.
then I wouldn't have a way to get the rope back to you guys.
Oh, I can toss a javelin to you.
Because that won't end well.
You know, we might try with a stick or something that doesn't have the pointy end.
But we have it back.
The javelin has a backup?
Yeah.
I know, you have several. But we don't have a backup Alakir.
Oh. Are there any rocks that we can see that look like they would be heavy enough to get a good throw on?
Roll me a investigation real quick.
6.
I'm gonna look as well.
No, there's no rocks around. There's nothing.
No branches, anything?
There's trees.
No. Fallen. I want something that's fallen. Investigation. That would be 23.
There's a couple of small branches, but
I don't know how useful they would be, but I get as many branches as I can here together to make it as heavy as I can.
okay.
See if we can throw this rope across
So you're gonna tie the rope to
the branches and try and.
So who's gonna throw the branch?
That'd be me.
Our tank
Make me
is
an
gonna-
athletics. So
8.
let's
That's
say
with a +6.
you watch Raffin pick this. It's by this point. I say it's probably about.
It wouldn't have to be more than.
It's it's decent size. It's not like huge,
Right.
but he takes it, reaches back, and lobs it, and it goes about halfway, then boom, into the water.
Alright.
My bad.
I want to try it. and pull the rope back out.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a little bit, but you get it out. It's soggy and a little muddy.
It reached the bottom.
It did.
That's some heavy wood.
Definitely dead wood.
Well,
Because it did not float.
shall I try again?
You get one more time.
Okay. 23.
This time he just and it goes across and just kind of lands on the ground.
How far up the bank on the other side is it?
Probably about 15 feet.
Give it a light pull. See if we can drag it into some of the area, and I'll be over there in a second to go tie it onto a tree.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna use my racial ability to teleport 30 feet across to the other side.
Okay.
And then go tie the rope up to a
So
tree on
tree.
the other side. Yeah.
No problem. I mean, y'all watch as Alec here just suddenly turns in the mist and then reappears on the other side instantly.
What was that?
I don't know, but I want to learn that trick.
Sure looks like it would come in handy.
Yes. Can't do it very often though.
It's one more time than me.
Something I got from my father. And want me to help you across, or are you gonna all come across on your own?
Are you gonna actually tie it off to a tree? Tie the other end out to a tree?
That's what I figured, and then shimmy
Alright.
across. Because I'm not swimming.
Alright, so the question is,
I know my luck.
which one of the three of you are going first?
I'll let them go first because I will untie the rope and have them drag me across.
Alright, so who are you sending first? Edric or
Yeah, I'll send
Raffin.
I'll send Edric first.
And during all this, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on the tree line behind them, and hope one of them is doing the same for me.
Oh yeah. Because
We know what's behind you guys.
right.
We just don't know how far.
Alright, so Edric starts, hand over hand, going across the rope. And without fail, he's actually, now that he's actually gotten something to eat, he feels good, feels back to his normal self. And you can see there had to be some kind of military training, something here, because he just gets over no problem and just lands and kind of, and then this is a little boy.
Well, it's been quite some time for me. You next, Raffman.
I guess it's me. Athletics, I assume.
Yeah.
Another 23.
You're going to as well. Only thing is, though, it gets a little hard about halfway just for a second because of the fact that you're in, armor.
Yeah.
Armor. But you're over here just kind of, like I said, about halfway is like, whew, and that, all the training pays off and you make it to the other side, no problem.
I'm going
You're
to
up.
untie the rope and tie it around myself
And jump,
and jump in the water.
How tall is Asha?
I didn't write it down. About 5'5".
Okay, you hit the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and you barely see the top of Asha's head.
Well, I guess we should pull.
Yep.
I'm swimming. I'm not stopping.
Yeah,
but-
no, I'm just saying, when she goes in, your feet touch the bottom.
Okay.
It wasn't too much deeper than what it was. It's just, he was just
Yeah.
out of.
Jumped in, straight.
But yeah, it's I figure, with the three of you, as long as someone doesn't roll a nat 1, this is okay.
Athletics on our end?
Yes. Oh. Oh, no.
Did Edric just not want it?
He got 2.
Hehe.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do I get advantage?
Why?
You said he got a 2.
No, I rolled a 2.
I thought you said he got 2 1s.
No, I rolled a 2.
I took care of the 1.
Oh, no. What'd you get?
A 10 for a total of 13.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is what happens.
Yeah.
Rathbin and Edric let go of the rope.
Yeah.
Alec here goes going forward, and like you're just strong enough to like full on just hold the rope and pull just enough because of the fact that she was actually swimming and the water wasn't just like it's not so bad.
Yeah.
And it's enough to get her out the water. And you see Edric sitting here holding his hands like, rope burn.
I don't have an excuse. Sorry about that.
Well,
No problem.
thanks, Alec here.
No worries. Well, let's go see if we can figure out what this village over here is.
At least maybe there's a structure we can use.
Yes. So we'll recollect and coil the rope back up.
Right, that's no problem. And so yeah, you keep walking. In like 5 minutes. It's like I said, it's not too far away, but it's just far enough that if you weren't perceptive enough, you would have straight up missed it and kept going. But you'll get to this town, and as y'all walk up, you notice buildings are dilapidated. Some are crushed. Some are actually built of stone. But there are people turned to stone, frozen in time. Some of them look scared, like they were running. Some of them, are just kind of just standing there, motionless.
I'm starting to wonder if the goblin camp might have been a better choice.
I'm kind of starting to think you're right.
And Edric sits there and he looks around. He's like, what happened to these people?
Nothing good from the looks of it.
In some way, they've been petrified, but I'm not sure the source of what did it. Was it a creature or a spell?
If they're the ones that are running, are any of them looking back at whatever was the source of their fear?
No.
Not even the ones that are just looking terrified?
No one. It's weird because, like, even though they're running, it's not like they're running and fail. Like they're just like they're turned to stone mid-run.
Yeah.
And like they didn't even fall. They were.
Well, that's not what I'm asking.
But no, none of them are looking back at whatever this is or whatever did it.
So, what is the point at which everyone is looking away?
Some are looking toward houses. You found one, it's a mother and child, just like they were just walking, holding hands, and it looks like they were frozen. Like the mom was looking down at the child.
Okay, the running ones. What are they running away from? What point are they running away?
Looks like closer to the center of town.
What's in the center of town?
Start heading towards the center of town, and I just want to keep an eye on the faces of all the people, see what their expressions were.
Roll me a perception.
As we're walking, I'm going to have my sword drawn.
16.
Some are still like, some look frightened. Some faces look like, what's going on. Some of them didn't even look like they had even realized what had happened. But as you'll get closer to the middle of town, though, you see a person, like, the look on his face is terror and arms up, like, in a defensive, like, trying to fight something. But there's nothing there. And he is on his back and just frozen. You see other bodies like shattered. The head rolled over here, arms here, another spot, body crumbled, legs still standing.
Would I know of any creature that could possibly do this?
Roll me Arcana. Anybody can if they're proficient in it.
I'm not.
Okay. Still, I would still say roll it.
I don't have Arcana.
I got a dirty 20.
You've heard of some monsters that can do this. I mean, you've heard of cockatrices. You've heard of basilisks.
But is there anything big that... Because it looks like this was either really big or something that was flying. Judging by the guy laying on the ground.
Not that you know of.
So I don't know of anything aerial or large that could do this.
That's if it was a creature.
That's true.
Alright, so I need to know formation. Who's where?
I probably would have been in the lead towards the front.
I'd be walking next
I was
to him.
looking at the guy, so I'm at the guy.
Okay. So I will set this up, and it will be initiative, and we'll take a quick break. And
Don't roll initiative. Wait until we come back. Now you can roll initiative.
Not bad. I needed that because I only have a +1.
Definitely not first.
all right, so we're rolling initiative, but y'all
Might
know
not be.
y'all know what's happening
No,
just
we
yet.
don't
I'm
know
just
what's happening yet.
getting y'all to roll initiative now. So
Right.
all right, I like here.
13.
19.
And Asha,
14.
awesome.
Rafton's first.
Well, after the surprise round.
Well, I gathered that much.
And
Of the group, Rafton's first.
well, Asha, as you're sitting there, like checking out the body, and just seeing the defensive stance, you guys hear Edric just whoosh, ah! And you guys turn around in time. You see one of the stoned figures, like reaching out and grabbing a hold of Edric's sword as he instantly drew it and like threw it up.
Okay.
The good thing is it missed, and he's holding on, like he has both hands on the sword trying to push it back. And now that you see this actual stoned man just kind of lurching forward, and it's the top of the round with Rathman.
So I'm guessing it's the 4 that we see around us.
You don't know.
So we just see that one. Well, I guess I will make my way around over to Edric to give him a hand. I guess right there.
Yeah, because you can't go any farther.
Yep, I just saw the house. So that's 20 feet. I got plenty of room. Let's see. Roll to attack.
Attack roll of the night. Hopefully it's not a nat 1.
This is 17.
That hits.
For max damage, 14.
Oh, nice. And Raffin, as soon as you run over there, drawing your shield, have your shield out, already having your sword in your hand, and just this huge arcing slash as metal meets stone, and you can just hear the carving noise as it just scrapes down the monster's chest and shoulder area, and it makes this kind of this weirdest noise, and it's still standing, and it's turn to go. And as you're the first one to hit it, even though it went after Edric, it turns on you. And when it turns, it's a weird, just kind of like stone moving. It's almost like stone grinding. That's the noise it makes as it turns. And it had, like, you notice, it has claws. And it goes to swipe at you. Here you go, evil die. That's a hit. I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
Good. Where's my bonus? That's an 8.
Alright, so you take a whole 5 points of damage as this thing just rakes its claws across you, and suddenly you notice something. Your legs, they can't move.
Don't let it hit you guys.
Like, they're actually, like, you try to, like, even trying to dodge or trying to, like, back up a little bit to kind of get yourself some distance. Your legs aren't working. This is going to be interesting. And next up, Asha with Alec here on deck.
Any of them, the others look like they're moving.
Nope.
I'm gonna turn and try and move this way some. I want to stay as far away from him as I can, but I'm gonna shoot and try and hit him with Eldritch Blast because I forgot to buy a quarterstaff. $15?
That's a miss. As the Eldritch Blast shoots off, the green energy slams right to this thing's back. And it's still just hunched over, like grabbing grabbing Raffin and just holding on. Alakir, you are up.
I'm going to turn around, notch an arrow, and take a shot at this creature. 15.
Arrow flies in, slams right to the back of this thing's head, and slams to, and this like stabs it to the ground.
Yeah. At that point, I'm gonna put the bow away and pull out the dagger and go, this might actually work better.
And you see Edric's like, takes the sword, and grips it two hands, and comes swinging down at the one in front of us. With a nat 20.
Nice.
These dice are actually coming in handy tonight. So that's a D10. And so you watch as Edric is like, he yells, "Leave my friend alone!" And just brings the sword straight down and cuts clean through. And again, if you ever heard like metal on stone, it's
a nice screech.
Yeah. And he just carves all the way in, all the way through, from the head all the way down. And the thing just splits apart and shatters on the ground, millions of pieces. And that one's off the table. And he sits there, he's just holding the sword in front of him. He's like, did we get them all? And at that point,
I doubt it.
He did. Two of them walk up on.
I think it's a plane.
Can you help me out? One runs up on. It's only 10 feet. It runs up on. Yep, and then the other one comes around the corner at Asha. And then the other one comes up on Edric. They're slow. Really slow. But they are good at what they do. Aha. I caught it.
Congrats.
Ooh, this is gonna suck.
We're probably dead.
Okay, so
There goes temporary HP.
Alexander, the one on you, something like a danger sense or something kicks in, and you instantly duck under as you just feel like from above your head, and you turn around and there's another one of these. It's a woman, and she's in front of you, claws out, and like if you hadn't just saw the arm swing above your head, you would have never thought this thing moved. Because as soon after it gets through moving, it's just standing there. That one went. Asha, on the other hand, this one like comes up behind you, and it swings and catches you right in the ribs, and you just feel the slash. And I need you to whip me a con save.
Not good.
What'd you get?
A 6.
You take 15 points of damage. And suddenly
I buy temporary hit points.
you can't move your arm. And like you watch as your arm starts turning, like your hand starts turning into stone. And then there's Edric. Whew, he's fine, but he's not at the same time because I rolled a nat 20 against him. So this is going to hurt.
Yeah, I took even with the temporary hit points, I'm under half health.
Who was it that we had doled the healing kit out to? Was that you or him?
Edric screams in pain.
I don't know.
Edric screams in pain as this thing just like digs its claws into his back. And just he turns around real quick, ripping them out, and he's just he's down to half. So start at the top of the round again. Rapping, make me a con save.
Change the die. So that'll help. That's a 16.
Okay. You suddenly, something in you, that divine presence or something, just pushes through, and you just, you make yourself move. And suddenly you can start, like, you don't feel the creaking or the stiffness anymore. It hurts for a second, but then you power through. So you are no longer being petrified, and
I can move?
Yep.
I'm going to come around the one behind the one that attacked Edric.
Okay. You have advantage now.
That is a 21.
That's a hit.
Okay. Let me.
It's fine because it stayed on the table.
That's max damage again.
Was it?
14.
14?
Yeah, sorry.
And again, running that sword straight through that same noise, and this time you run it straight through its chest all the way. It pierces out the other side, and this thing at the moment is kind of as you pull the sword back out. It doesn't look phased. And we'll start with Asha. And again, Alec here on deck after that. And Asha, I need another con save from you.
Not good. That would be a 7.
Okay.
Really moving up here.
So, you get your last move. I'll let you do something before I tell you what happens.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and shoot at that one. But
It'd be a disadvantage.
it was a disadvantage before.
What disadvantage will I go?
Why wasn't it?
You weren't in melee with it.
I was shooting into melee.
Yeah, you were shooting melee.
11.
And you turn, and the green energy shoots out again, smacks this guy straight in the face, and it doesn't move it, nothing, doesn't even break anything off of it. And Asha, that's the last thing you see as Alakir, you suddenly hear it and turn around, and Asha's in the pose of Eldritch Blast, completely stoned.
Raffman, do you know of any way to
I can cure disease.
fix?
I just have to get there.
Oh, and it's Alakir's go.
I'm gonna move over to this side of these two.
Okay.
And the one that's had been attacking Asha, I'm gonna go ahead and swing in at with my dagger, like right at its throat.
Okay.
$19.
That's a hit.
7 damage.
And you carve a good gash into it. It's just kind of, you feel the rock still give or like hold true as you slash through it. No blood, no nothing. It's just, and still just staring at you. After that, it is Edric's go. And Edric sees, you sitting here doing this and looks over and, spins the sword to where he's holding it reverse grip and holds out his hand, and you start seeing green electricity forming in his hand.
Rathbun starts sweating.
Don't miss.
Edric is going to use Witch Bolt. He's going to use one of his spell slots. And let's see. Oh, he has to roll the hit. But he's been doing really good with rolling the hit, so that's a plus. You have already taken out one, so that's...
I didn't do anything other than
No,
get hit.
I was going to say, no, you got petrified. That's something.
No, it's not something.
Petrification is always something.
That's possibly dying.
And yeah, it doesn't hit. The lightning bolt just shoots out and misses everything. It slams to the barrel over there and it electrocutes the hell out of the barrel. And it's on fire, but that's about it. And now it's these three's turn. These two turn on you, Alec, here. One swing apiece. And they do have advantage now, because... First swing, it's a nat 20. Second swing. I wish it was an advantage because that was a nat 1 and a 14. So it's a 19 to hit. Oh, but you don't. You already. But do you have the resistance for the teleportation, or does that?
No, that's only one round, and I would have used
Oh yeah,
that
you
up.
already used that by now. I was just trying to make sure.
I do have natural necrotic resistance, but I don't think that helps in this situation.
Nah, this is not necrotic.
Nah, he just wants to kill us. He's doing a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm.
19 points of damage. That's the first one. And then
9 and 19? Yeah.
Raytheon turns. God dang it! I tried to not do that, and we were just talking about this crap. Alright, so ready?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody. Sorry about that. We had a slight technical malfunction. So, to recap what's been going on in the fight so far, most of the party has been petrified, beside the lone paladin, Rathbun, who's just now used...
Attack.
Well, you attacked and you were about to use something.
Divine Smite. So,
Alright, so you did hit.
1d8 for the sword plus 2d8. So 7 for the sword. 9. 17 points.
17 points. On which one?
The one kind of right there between me and Asha.
Alright. And this holy energy just wraps around your blade.
Is it undead or a fiend?
No.
Okay.
As this holy energy wraps around your blade, you bring it down, and with a mighty swing, just cleaves this thing in half. And it shatters again. Just to rock on the ground.
So that one's down?
That one's dead.
Come on, AC.
And it's their turn. And They're not gonna move. They're slow. Actually, the one closest to me is gonna move right in front of Asha. One more. Diagonal. Because that way they get advantage.
Of course.
Because I'm not gonna make it easy on you.
I mean, it already hasn't been.
I mean, we've all done pretty good.
Right? It's a 19 hit.
Yeah.
You had to be that DM.
I had to. How many hit points you got left?
Hopefully enough.
$10 points of damage.
I'm still up.
Make me a con save, please.
Of course. 13.
You feel that instant again, that feeling of, crap, I'm getting turned to stone, but you manage to push it off and keep going. Now, the second attack from another one. That's a miss. I rolled a 15.
Could you imagine if it was a nat one and he petrified his buddy there?
Wouldn't have worked.
I know, but
Re-petrify?
it would be funny.
Double petrified.
Raffin, you are up.
Alright. I guess I'll attack the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
I attacked him earlier, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll to attack. 18.
That's barely a hit, but it's a hit.
I'm not gonna Divine Smite on him since I already damaged him earlier. Hopefully 13 points of damage.
And that same hole that was in his chest, you stab in and pull up, and it rips all the way through from the shoulder or through the chest, all the way across the neck, and it kind of lets out this weird kind of, and just falls over and just shatters.
And before I end my turn, I'm just going to turn and face the other one.
And it's its turn. Now it's just you versus it. Mono and mono. And it swings. With a 20 to hit.
I'm down.
How many hit points you got?
Probably less than what it's going to deal.
It does 3 automatically.
Yeah.
And the last thing you see is a slash right across your face. And everything goes dark.
Damn.
So, time goes by. Asha, you wake up.
Okay. Where am I?
You are in a steel cage.
Okay.
Still got your gear and everything, just...
Am I wounded?
Oh yeah, you're hurting.
Okay.
But you're in steel bars.
Okay.
And you feel yourself moving.
Okay. Like the whole cage is moving.
Yes.
Where's everybody else?
You see no one.
I can't see through these bars.
You can see through the bars. You're in a... It's almost like you're in a wagon.
Okay.
Just feel this moving along.
Okay.
And from what you can see just out the bottom is grasslands.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all you can see right now.
Is there a lock on this cage?
There is.
Can I see anything through... I can't see anything through the sides of the wagon?
No, it's all covered.
What about through the front or the back?
Through the back, like I said, you see a little bit of grassland.
Mm-hmm.
As you turn around and look the other way to the front of the carriage, you see a hooded man sitting there with a crossbow. Hadn't said a word, but you can see he's looking right at you,
Mm-hmm.
and has the crossbow trained on you.
Okay. What's going on?
We're taking you somewhere.
Where? And why?
No need to worry about that. You'll know soon enough when you get there. Yes, now don't make any sudden movements, and I won't have to pump you with a bolt to the chest.
I don't trust you.
That's fine too.
You haven't given me any reason to, so why shouldn't I?
Because you're in the cage, and I'm the one with the heavy crossbow.
You're not making a good point there.
Okay. So, I'm just saying, we're coming back to you here in a minute.
I was about to do something stupid.
I know. Well, wait your turn. Alakir, on the other hand, you come to. You are at 1 HP.
Where am I?
You are in a cage as well. And when you come to, you instantly hear, "Don't move." You know your type. You take another step, we will. You even get up, we will shoot you.
I'm gonna slowly turn my head until I can see who's speaking.
And you see, there are 4 people in hoods sitting in the back, each one with a crossbow aimed at you.
Can I at least turn to lean against the wall?
Like, no funny business.
And
Put
just
your weapons down. All of them. You know your type has more than just one.
okay. I will slide my dagger, because I'm guessing it was probably still in my hand from.
Right.
I'll slide it over to the side and unsling my bow off to the side.
And they all are like trained on you. And like they're just standing there, just
Well, where are we headed, gentlemen?
there's like somewhere.
Well, when we get somewhere, I will be taking those back.
And it's kind of, one of the guys kind of laughs. He's like, "You in what army?" They'll see here. They'll be like, "Shatterkai. They do have more army. They will. They're going to come for this one if we don't hurry up and get rid of it." He's like, "We're going to get rid of them here in a little bit. Just shut up."
I'll just keep giving him like a dead-eye stare,
Okay.
just sitting cross-legged on the other side of the cage, staring back at them.
Rathbun, you come to as well. You're at 1 hit point as well. And yeah, you are in a lot of pain as you come back. And
Dare I ask where I'm at?
you are also in a cell. And as you look around, you see a dark-haired woman sitting in the back. And she's just kind of sitting there looking at you.
Where am I at?
She was in my caravan.
Who is you? Who are you?
She goes, I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Code, whatnot, and if by some way you escape, I don't need you coming back at me.
Why would I come back at you? What are you going to do to us? Or at least to me.
Don't know yet, actually. But you might, when we get to Crystal Dale, you might fetch a nice price on the black market in Cloud Hollow. Say with the Shatter Kai.
Oh, so my friend is with me as well?
Close enough. The girl, on the other hand, who knows?
So you did see her?
Oh, she's still alive. Or I would hope.
Well, you just told me that you had seen her at least, so she's somewhere.
We don't know what we'll do with her yet. Can't sell her in Crystal Dale. We'll get nothing there. Could sell her in Cloud Hollow. All kinds of money to be made. But the one I want to know about, though, is the young man.
What young man?
She says, we're going to play stupid.
I know lots of young men.
She goes, okay, so we're playing it that way.
I guess.
And she goes, we can play it that way. This will be fun for me. I gotta see something real quick. And suddenly a dagger comes flying at your feet, just like inches away from you.
Well, I'm just gonna look down at it and feel like that was a cool trick.
And suddenly it just turns to smoke and vanishes. She goes, that's one.
I mean, you're gonna have to be more specific on who you're asking about.
She goes, you knew the woman that was with you.
Yeah.
And you want to be stupid about the boy that's with you as well.
What about the woman that was with me?
She goes, okay.
Oh, is there something special about her?
She goes, not her, but him. The boy that was with you.
Just told me his name was Rick.
Okay. Well, roll me a deception.
$13.
And she looks at you. She goes, well then, I'm going to go have a talk with Rick.
Okay. Can't stop you.
And if he tells me something different, well, I'll have a pointed conversation with Rick. We'll figure out who's lying if not.
Okay.
She goes, very well. She goes, get comfortable.
Okay.
She goes, and don't make any stupid moves.
It's like you know me already.
She goes, I have an idea.
Well, while she's gone, I'm gonna lay on hands to give myself 5 more hit points.
Okay. Like she just kind of goes through a curtain to the front of whatever this thing is. So, Asha, What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hit him with guiding bolt.
This is gonna go so well.
Of course it is. I got the least information out of anybody, so. Not bad. 18? No. Yes.
That's a hit.
Okay. Math. Words hard. 13?
So yeah, this bolt of energy just slams him straight in the chest, knocks him back, and as soon as he knocks back, he takes a shot. He's not out.
Of course he's not. And while he's doing that, where are you taking me?
That's a hit. Five points of damage.
Okay.
Are you still?
Yeah, I'm still up.
And he sits there like you just shoot, and he locks another one real quick, and he's like, "You do it again."
That's not something he can do in that action. Not with a crossbow.
Is it a?
Mm-mm. He actually has to reload it.
Yeah, it's one round to reload.
Okay. So he shoots, and he sits there, and he's like, "Do it again."
I hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Okay. 18.
That's a hit.
Question I have is that since this is a force wall, essentially, is this going to damage the cage? And it's only 3.
No, because if it did that, it wouldn't hit him.
Okay.
And if you're aiming at him, it's more you have to put your hand through the cage to hit. Because if you're
it's
aiming,
that small of a cage?
the bars are or concentrate the blast in a smaller.
I'm not. This is split second. It's not going to be super concentrated.
So yeah, the force shoots straight through him, and he falls over dead. And he lets out a scream just as he dies, and you all suddenly just feel carts just lurch and stop. And
while this happens, I want to exaggerate falling forward with the lurching.
okay, we'll get to that here in a second because this is all going to happen. And we'll come back to you on what's about to happen. So, roll me a performance. Alec, here, as the
So great at those.
Hey.
Could be worse. 9.
You damn near throw yourself. Just and they all lurch, and they instantly just have you just. They're still trained. And what are you doing now that you?
I'm just gonna have myself splayed out, but my hand is gonna be much closer to my bow that I had slid away, but I'm still just gonna not move in that instant. While all 4 of them are still trained on me, I'm waiting for the next signal I can feel.
And you can hear people like moving. And you hear, they got Brian! They got Brian! And if you're not doing anything else, we're gonna jump over. Are you just gonna lay there? Or, because they're not moving, they are like completely trained on you. Like,
I'm just gonna lay there for now, yeah.
okay. What happened? The cart just stops and you hear the same noise of, one of them shot Brian.
The only other person I saw was that lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no one else around?
Mm-mm.
Then I'm going to have my hand kind of on the hilt of my sword.
You still have it in your hand.
Oh, do I?
Because you were stone, like you turned stone holding your. That's the only reason they couldn't take it from you.
Well, I'm just going to have it kind of at the ready. Not a whole lot I can do inside of an empty cage all by myself. Try and kick the cage. Kick the door, see if anything happens.
Roll me athletics.
I'm actually decent at that.
Did you roll one?
Yep.
Okay, we'll come back to what happens there. Because you all will hear this here in a minute.
Here's your signal.
Come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, back at the
I'm gonna, as
carriage.
soon as it moves, I'm gonna shoot.
Back the carriage opens up. And you see a woman and 3 other people, heavy crossbows, come run, like she pulls up the curtain and they come flooding in and they get all 3 get around.
Do I have a
cage.
time to shoot before they get in there?
You can shoot.
Okay, good. Then that's what I'm gonna do.
What are you aiming for?
The first one, so I guess her. I didn't roll in that one. I got
Come on.
8.
And you fire and she just sidesteps. And she goes, shoot her. And they surround the cage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to hurt.
Mm-hmm. I might die.
Two don't hit. 2 hit.
Okay.
$18 points of damage.
Well, I'm 3 from not being dead.
And you just suddenly one hit, like around the kidney area. Another one hits you like right in the head, right in the hip. Just it's like bolt is lodged in there. And she walks in there and just looks. She goes,
Oh, I'm down.
Are you?
I'm.
Oh, I thought you. See, I thought
I
you.
am 3 points away from being completely dead.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you were talking. Okay, my bad. Oh, the last thing you see is her walking in there. And we'll come back to that here in a minute. Alakir, you suddenly hear a bing. Also, you hear a and then you hear a scream. You hear it. It's not a manly scream at all. That's that scream of someone just like snapped their leg.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna interpret that as things are not going well with whatever had happened. I'm gonna slowly get back up. Stay standing in the center of the cage at this point, but not making any movement towards any weapon visually.
And at that point, the back opens up, and elder woman, black hair, in leathers, and she comes walking in there. She goes, "Shatterkai, speak now. Who is the boy?
What boy?
The boy with you."
Rick? Just some waif we found being chased by goblins in the woods.
Roll a deception.
8.
And she walks up and she goes, "Oh, fine. Since your other friend tried to say the same thing, and he's a horrible liar, and apparently so are you." She goes, "I know that's Prince Edric. I want to know what you know. And depending on what it is, you might be able to walk out here with your life."
Don't know much. Just met him about a week ago.
And she just looks at you and she goes, "So has he told you anything?"
No, we seriously just found him being chased by goblins in the woods.
She goes, "Disrobe now."
Fine.
She goes, "Take out all your armor, everything. Throw it outside the cage now."
I'll disrobe, toss it all out.
And she opens the cage and grabs your bow and your quiver and the knife, and she's like, "You're at least nice enough to do that."
Yes, but as I told your men, when we get somewhere where you're taking us, I will be taking all that back.
She goes, "I doubt that, sweetness, but yeah, you're welcome to try." And she shuts the cage back. She goes, "Your friends should at least be lucky. We're not planning on killing them.
Good.
Even the one who killed one of mine."
Sorry for your loss of a man, but I doubt you really gave a shit about him in the first place.
She goes, "They come out a dime a dozen."
Yeah. Same as my people who care about me. I'm a dime a dozen.
She goes, "Not what I've heard, but maybe we'll talk more later. Get comfy. We have a long ride ahead of us."
Yeah. Don't leave any loose ends.
And she just kind of smirks and she walks out the door. Rathbin, on the other hand, you're over here with a snapped ankle. It hurts. You're on the ground because, that's a lot of pain all at once. And she comes in there and she just looks at you. And she opens the cage and walks in as you're on the floor. And I just got to see, if she doesn't knock you out, this could be hilarious because this could be all kinds of fucked up. With a nat 19, just comes in there as you're screaming, just wham! And everything goes black for you.
Ow.
And so, yeah, as you guys are fading off into sleep and rest and unconsciousness and not
I
dying.
don't know, I'm dying.
And so, from there, we'll set this up for next time because a lot of stuff has just happened. And this is going to be interesting for next week.
Yeah, I'm naked.
Oh, you're not naked. You're in...
You said disrobe. He's naked.
He took her literally.
He took her... Okay, so he's naked.
Yes, I did. It is just me, my hair, and my little friend.
So what about Ziggy then?
Hey,
Exactly.
She did call you Sweetness after you disrobed.
So once again, thank you guys for watching or for listening. You can't watch us yet, unless you can, and that's just weird. But anyway, thank you guys, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good night.
Later, guys.
Hi.
Bye.
This is Jacob. I play Raffman in the podcast. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Dicey Fate Podcast. We're also on Twitter at Dicey Fate. Again, all of those, no spaces, no underscores, no periods, it's all one word. And again, check out Waxahachie Coins and Comics if you're ever in town, get a chance to look them up.